Hey, everybody, we're live. It's once again time to play our favorite game, the Thaumaturge. John,
I
are you
have
ready?
this thirst for skeletons.
I have this turge, I think you mean. Hi, John. Remember what I said when we were gonna start doing this one? You remember what the fun word I came up with was?
Turgid?
We were gonna be thaumaturgid. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Did-
I'm just I'm just turgid over here.
Yeah, I mean, John, do you want to have a conversation about the last time you were actually physically turgid, or do we want to not do that at the start of our stream?
I mean, I'll go if you go.
It's been a minute. I'm very tired today, John. I am
Yeah.
45 minutes ago, I was like non-verbal, and wife had to put food and water and coffee in me, and now I'm like person, but it's not a good person.
Processing.
It's
Yeah,
not the
you're
kind of
still in
person you
process.
like.
Sure. I had pretty good sleep from the Darth Vader mask last
Yeah,
night.
nice. You're living that
I tried a different
CPAP
one.
life.
Yeah, I tried a different one. The first one, it just had the little pillows on the nostrils, and that the first night that kind of repositioned over my face in a way that was unpleasant. I woke up kind of am I choking?
Have I
This
traded one sleep paralysis demon for another?
This one is the guy gave me two masks, thankfully, and this one is the full Bane, which I enjoy quite a bit more.
Ooh,
You
John's
think
going full
darkness is your alley?
Bane.
Yep.
Do you think darkness is your alley?
Is your alley crime alley? That's where your parents were murdered, right?
Wealthy Aardvark, I'm pretty sure if Plumberduck isn't live on Twitch, everyone's saying, let's watch this Tom Walker stream. He's doing something with crabs.
He is doing something with crabs.
Yeah.
I opened the app and that's a Tom Walker right in my freaking face.
It sure is, right? But I'm okay about it. We're gonna have fun.
You're not wearing a funny costume? You're not wearing a funny costume?
John, I'm not even having a funny thought. You wanna play some you wanna go to Warsaw?
Yeah, let's pull some of his viewers. What's the opposite of a raid where you go in and steal like half his viewers and bring them over here?
That's a DR.
Yar!
Hey, it's a new month, everybody. Get your fucking money in the Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi.com/Plumberduck.
February's here.
It's a short month, but we get paid.
Control of it though.
Look, it's a short month, but we get paid the same. So, in some ways, the bills come due. I don't know. I never figure out if it's worse or better. Anyway, thank you actually to everybody who, yeah, Josiah. There are 5 people who have recurring payments, and I do genuinely appreciate that, and I don't thank you enough.
Thank you
for your kind donations, which I am sure I will remember this month to send John's half to him.
Possibly. It's just going into the Atticus Fund anyway.
Yeah, John got a new cat. So hold on, let me go into the. You know what? We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna do full fucking reads because I'm sensing some attitude from chat right now. So that has to be punished.
You projected it.
What do you mean?
You're projecting all the time.
What the fuck do you mean?
all of your hostility. Yes, Neil, new cat. Who dis?
Shout out to Joe Ryan, 20 monthly subscription. Love it. Shout out to NB, $10 monthly subscription. Love it. Shout out to Puppy, $5 monthly subscription. Love it. Shout out to Eggs, $10 monthly subscription. Love it. Shout out to Witcher Gerald, $5 monthly subscription. Love it. Is that?
Smash that like button. Smash it.
Am I still paying for that Minecraft server? Shit.
Yeah, you probably are.
God,
I think it's still up.
God damn it.
It's going until your fucking debit card goes bad, man.
Oh shit, the debit card did go bad.
Oh no.
I had to switch debit cards.
No,
shit.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Josiah's on it right now.
Oh,
Fix it.
No. Oh no. All right, we're in war.
There's something on my Xbox that said something happened in the Minecraft realm.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? Why does my Xbox... And then I was like, oh, right, of course. Those are all connected through there. fucking ecosystem.
People
It was trying to tell me about some event that Josiah did on Minecraft. I was like, oh god, what
people
event?
unite, empires fall. So I do like a game that's like, you know about the partitions of Poland, right?
I don't. Enlighten me.
Oh, basically, like in the 1600s and like early 1700s, Poland was like a major player on like the world stage, and then as its power kind of faded, you know, Poland's in a place you don't really want to be in 1700, which is like in between Germany and Russia, and France is
that's
in
a
the
bad place.
yeah, and kind of, I mean, Germany isn't a unified state at that time, but Prussia's hanging out doing a lot of shit. And Austria.
Yep.
Austria is also right there too. I think
Sure.
it's south.
Sure.
It's not really somewhere you want to be. So
No.
every now and then, instead of having a war, which is what they would usually do, every now and then the heads of state, like 2 or 3 times, just like, what if we all just took some Poland? What if we all just got
order a little Poland for the table?
a little Poland for the table? And those are called the partitions of Poland, which is a nice way of saying they sent their armies in and took huge chunks of the country. And they kept doing that until there wasn't any Poland left on any maps, which is why Rasputin's like, you're talking about a country that doesn't exist, bro.
Seems like some dickhead's trying to do that to Ukraine these days.
I mean, yes, very much. I mean, it's the whole history of the period.
Yep.
Man, European history, once you, like, they don't teach it in schools at all, and they should, because it's fucking, it's the good shit. It's like the good stories.
Americans are arrogant and think it's just all about Civil War that they learned nothing from.
You got him, man. You got him.
Got him.
The Daily Courier. The latest news. The chief of police of the city of Warsaw hereby informs the general public that in connection with Her Majesty's visit, the number of units patrolling the streets on this day will be doubled. In particular, constables will look out for the groups of troublemakers that have been gathering more and more recently near major thoroughfares to protest against thaumaturges and demand that His Majesty officially condemn thaumaturges as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Yesterday, near Rymarska Street, the police arrested 15 people who protested loudly and disrupted traffic, demanding that thaumaturgy be punishable by death. The protesters were intoxicated and started a fight with the police unit.
But we're one of those.
Okay, well, I mean, this is interesting insofar as this is, I think, the first, like, suggestion that people know what the fuck thaumaturgy is. Yeah. Like, it is
other than the magical man Rasputin.
Yeah, the magical man Rasputin with his magic hypnosis powers.
Oh, magic mans are such assholes all the time.
Not eventually. They become good guys.
No, but the magic man, these are Adventure Time rules. The magic man is a total dickhead.
Yeah, but then he becomes a nice guy.
Oh, I guess I don't know the whole story. I need to repick that up.
He has a weirdly elaborate backstory. Like, he's a major character in the later seasons.
Oh, okay.
He's redeemed and becomes King of Mars.
Well, that's fun.
All right. What if I did like a Jack Nicholson? Do people want some Jack
Careful
Nicholson?
It doesn't turn into a Christian Slater.
From Dexter?
From Dexter fame.
From Dexter Original Sin fame?
Mm-hmm.
Johnny,
I almost said New Blood.
No. New Blood's the previous show.
Right. Yep.
And now, but
behind.
But don't fucking worry. They're bringing the other Dexter back. I know you got this hot young Dexter, but they're also bringing the other Dexter back.
Like Dynamite, I do thaumaturgy in the community. That's a good one, Josiah.
Hey, that's a good joke, Josiah. I got that reference. Hey, Vin. Vin, you missed it. I did a read of all the Ko-Fi. When a new person comes into chat, should I do another read of all the Ko-Fi monthly donators to just like let people know how much I really appreciate them? I've never seen Eraserhead. I don't know what Jack Nance sounds like. I'm sorry. Wanted notice. To all police station chiefs of Warsaw, beware of Ebersi Niedzik, leader
Can I
of the
get a little Chief
Shivs
Wiggum in there?
gang. What, man?
Just like a little Chief Wiggum in there, just a tiny bit.
You can't do this to me mid fucking like it's good when I'm King Kai because I need the jowl reminder.
Right.
But like you can't just like ask me to like go from my pitch perfect Jack Nicholson into an Edward G. Robinson, which is what Wiggum is.
Okay. All right.
Like they're two
I'll sit down.
incredibly
I'll sit
distinct
down.
voices. Yeah.
I'll sit down.
Sit down, John. Like in the musical where the
You know I
about
do
the-
this standing, right? Every week I'm standing the whole time.
Yeah. On my last nerve. Leader of the Shivs gang. Recently seen near Where's Boa Street. Description. Blonde. Hair blonde. Eyes blonde. Face round. Stature sizable. Distinctive marks. Dark circles under his eyes, signifying exceptional anger. He's a thief and a murderer, particularly active in the Strobniski area. Whoever notifies the authorities of his whereabouts or contributes to his apprehension shall be rewarded. He's got a blonde face. Yeah. Blonde face. Fuck, this damn mud is everywhere. All right, so now you want me to do a Chief Wiggum, an Edward G. Robinson.
I don't know, man. Do whatever you want.
I'm sorry, John. I told you I was
No,
having
it's
a
fine.
I was...
It's all right. It's all right.
Neil called it Robin Williams as the genie is Jack Nicholson. As the world's most vocal Robin Williams hater, I do really appreciate that. I'm really trying to think about how to make my throat make Wiggum sounds, man. What do you think I should do with my throat to make Wiggum sounds? Before I start, because I constrict is definitely the direction to go.
Swallow a couple of pennies, probably.
Who
With
the
copper
fuck,
in there.
Who the fuck has pennies, John? What do I have? I have
From your penny farthing.
from my. That didn't make a lick of sense, man.
Wiggum sounds like a good.
I need to have the Wiggum before I can start playing in the space. Like before I started doing these streams, I was like, I can do voices. I can do fun voices. And it turns out I can do two voices. And
Skeleton and what? King Kai.
King Kai sometimes, if I'm reminded to make him
King
jolly.
Kai's- Jolly.
That genuinely, like, you can hear it when you say it. It actually unlocks the character. It's wild. It's all from the nose. All right.
That is pretty nasally, yeah.
It's clipped too, though. Jesus, this is gonna be nothing. This is so. Imagine there's a donut in your left cheek. Sure. I mean, what's a Wiggum line? Ralphie. I know. You don't have to. I ummed it in my head.
No, I'm humming for another Wiggum line to feed you.
Why are you fascinated by my incredible closet of mysteries? Citizen! No, fuck. Really big shoe. Really big shoe.
little Sullivan. Get a little big.
Really big shoe. Really big. Really. I can only get so nasal. Really? The ring came off my pudding pot. Oh, fuck. What am I doing, man? Why am I trying to be Hank Azaria? He's so fucking good.
He's been doing it for eternity.
Been doing it for so long, and
39 years or some shit.
And he's Brockmire. He's Brockmire, John.
He's Brockmire.
Brockmire, the sports adjacent advertising character who got his own TV show before Ted Lasso.
Wasn't he also a mystery man? Which one was he?
Of course he was. He was the Blue Raja.
The Blue Raja, right.
Yeah, he throws silverware.
Right, spoons and shit.
He's like third or fourth build in the bird. No, he's like fifth build in the birdcage. Hi, puppy. You missed it. I was reading. I read your. I read the Ko-fi donations.
Find the VOD. Don't worry about it. There's a VOD.
There's
You got to get back on this voice, man. We got a lot of.
I
we
don't.
got a lot of Thaumaturge lore to
How am I
digest.
supposed to fucking get on the voice when I've never been on the voice, John? No one ever says get back on the horse you never rode in.
I do. Say it all the time.
I know, man. Yeah, I know. Spoons specifically, Vin. I fucking know he throws spoons. I shovel well.
Shovel very well. And Ben Stiller just gets mad.
Yeah, man, keep going.
Greg Kinnear gets melted? Something like that?
Kind of turned it up. What's Kel do? What's Kel do in this one?
I think he farts. Is that right?
No, you dumb piece of shit. That's Paul Rubens. Paul Rubens farts. Kel is only invisible when nobody looks at him.
Right.
You're killing me here, man.
Right. I've seen it like fucking 25 years ago, man.
Yeah, and it didn't live with you, and we haven't even talked about Janine.
She's got the haunted ball, right?
Yeah, it's haunted by her father's. Yeah, and like, are you not watching the Smash Mouth video a lot? The All-Star video that's Mystery Men.
I've never seen it.
Oh, well, it's they try out for the Mystery Men in the video.
Sure.
I think there's some shots of Dane Cook in there as the waffler or whatever it is, the guy who has the waffle iron.
Cool.
It is cool. Thank you for acknowledging.
Citizen, beware of thaumaturges who act in secret, plotting to bring down the economy and thus...
I'm trying to make it like more adenoidal, but I don't know how.
And thus take complete control over our society. Let us protect our children from these degenerates waiting for the right moment to take control over the most innocent minds and souls. Let us get rid of those parasites. Recent research shows that thaumaturge brains are burned out from toxic nature. Hence, they cannot be treated equally with normal people. Let us act now before it's too late.
He's swallowing all the marbles.
I got there. Right? No one can say.
Wait for it, too. Thaumaturgy point obtained.
Look, another thing to read. Who's excited?
New voice. Who dis?
Hey, Vern. Hey, Vern. The County Weekly Magazine. Change Warsaw's Governor General. I can't do a fucking Varney either. I have no voices. Today, the Supreme Order of August 28th was announced. The Governor General of Warsaw, Commander of the Warsaw Military District, Adjutant General Maximovich, will be released from his current duties while retaining the title of Adjutant General. He will be replaced by his second in command, Adjutant General Scalon.
I have a question.
Yeah, man.
You mentioned Varney. While watching Keaton do his Beetlejuice after many, many years of him not doing that, it seemed to me like there was something to the cadence of the delivery that reminded me of Ernest P. Worrell. Do you think that that's like in the same ballpark of?
Yeah, I think
I don't know, something about the patter.
Sure.
Like shitty mumbling and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. Sure.
Right. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, it's a long one, John. What's the voice?
Beetlejuice, I guess. Do you have a Keaton?
Right.
Keaton's hard. You kind of gotta.
I mean, I'll say right now I'm in trouble here because Gary already has sports juice, but I'll try to play in the space.
Okay.
Their Majesties have arrived. When this issue of the Courier is in your hands, the ancient city of Warsaw will be receiving its most distinguished guests. His Majesty Nikolai II, the Emperor of all Russia, the King of Poland and Grand Duke of Finland, and Her Royal Highness Tsarina Alexandra Fyodorina will arrive in our city this afternoon. This will be the royal couple's first visit to Warsaw. On this long-awaited and joyous occasion, our city has taken up a festive appearance. Streets have been adorned with festoons of flowers and greenery, and the entire area that the royal procession will pass through is filled with crowds of people wishing to pay homage to their majesties.
Oh, God.
On behalf of Warsaw and all the kingdom. And And with that vow of loyal allegiance, Polish hearts send to the throne a quiet echo of fervent desire and lasting comfort. These arise from His Majesty's words, who declared in his grand manifestos that his ultimate goal was to ensure the happiness of all his loyal subjects and to discern all his loyal subjects' needs. These gracious words of the sovereign have become a source of comfort for the people of the Kingdom of Poland. And in the name of that comfort...
Get a burp in there.
I'm really worried it's going to go into fucking Rick and Morty, man. I got to be really careful.
Yeah.
And in the name of that comfort, the Polish people under Russian rule are happy to greet His Majesty today, trusting their substantial needs will be recognized and ready for civic and public service. Hey, Jack.
Damn. That was good. I like that.
It was less bad than the Wiggum. Puppy's
I mean, you just
being...
kind of didn't know what to do with it.
Puppy, I know. Like, nobody flagged me for copyright infringement for doing that exactly
Don't
perfect.
Worry. Twitch will get it. Twitch will get it exactly.
That exactly perfect Beetlejuice. Hey,
It'll
Jack, you missed the first stream, so if you want to know how we feel about it, fucking watch the VOD. You're not getting any opinions on that first chapter out of me. Oh, then you know I liked it. I liked it a lot. Will, you're going to start the adpocalypse of Twitch. Is it? But I don't have ads turned on. Brother, the 11-hour workdays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in German. It's still Beetlejuice, fuck. And English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike, put down your tools, and join the fight for our future.
That was you went in a little bit into sugar and water. There.
That's what Puppy was also saying. Jack was ill with food poisoning. Well, why did you do that?
Oops.
Your body has so many different systems literally just designed to tell you whether something is poison. And they all failed you, Jack. What an odd choice to make.
Borscht. Ooh, fruit soup.
Menu.
I've not heard of a fruit soup.
Castellanska restaurant menu. Borscht or broth, fruit soup, pottage with crayfish, goose in jelly, young turkey. Romaine lettuce.
Iota there?
No, I could take that more. I could take that more. Iota if we want. I'll try that later. Romaine lettuce, pan-seared. Fuck, now it's all I can think of. Pan-seared saffron milk cups, cucumber salad, compote, cream with chocolate, pears a la Otero, cup of green gages, mocha, black coffee, local lager, English porter, portioned caviar and snacks. That's different.
Poisoned caviar. I love it.
Yeah.
Jack, have you been hitting the poisoned caviar?
You've been hitting that old poison caviar, going down that old dusty road. I'm really hoping the game is front-loading all the reading in the first room of this chapter, and there will be no further reading, because I gotta tell you, I'm almost out of voices.
Running out of voices?
Yeah, and I've really been saving the skeleton voice.
Well, just go back to the first one. Oh, okay, yeah. Might be a skeleton part where we talk to our skeleton friend.
I don't think that. I think it's part of like the conceit that the skeleton never talks in a way we can hear. Yeah. Right. Sadly, it was not caviar, says Jack. I can't do a Jack impression because while I have met Jack and talked with Jack, I just remember Jack having a voice. Like a person voice. The city that does not forget.
A person. A real human. That one. That guy?
Pleasant.
Human being.
Pleasant. Such a crowd.
A circus has come to town.
Circus of Lost Tomorrows or whatever the fuck?
Oh no, it's the Tsar of Russia.
Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
Aw, damn. No hair and mustache. Oh, we'll chat up the lady.
I see you ain't from here.
Ha, classic Polish accent.
swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Classic
She
Wanda.
sounds like a Powerpuff Girl.
Fucking Wanda.
Fucking Wanda.
The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of greater
Man, I
Russia
could never have
will
predicted
have
this
any further
attitude from
right
that
to exist.
mustache.
None. Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocateurs.
Oh yeah, this game totally carries one of the those warnings that's like, this game is reflecting
Polish?
the attitudes of its era. I am Polish, even though technically no one's Polish.
My name
That's the whole point.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warsaw. Время terrora.
Did you like that streaming show, Wanda Victor?
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw.
Is to fuck that guy in particular. Yep, fuck that guy in particular.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samobladanie, Poliaki. We won the trouble.
Like, that voice actress is... I do not know how to deal with what she sounds like in these contexts.
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
Aw, damn, John.
Can do it?
Am I prideful?
I don't know. Are you?
That seems more like
Yes.
a job for the servants, young lady.
Go ahead. Look down.
She's gonna be doing that thing with her hand. She's gonna be doing that thing with her hand. Then he gets slugged.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go.
John, she knows I'm a
I'd
Thaumaturge.
take on that self-appointed leader
Oh, no.
of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'm going to take a look around.
Find a way to get out of the kettling incident. Alright. Any traces around to pick up? No. Alright, well.
There's one on the ground.
Oh, shit.
Gentlemen,
Shit.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
I feel sometimes like people don't pay attention to our respect. Oh, shit, this guy's cool.
Господи, will be home in November.
gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Poliak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno, scrum.
Will, did you ever watch Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark? I was too scared for Are You Afraid of the Dark and too old for Goosebumps.
I kind of watched both of them.
Damn, John, you're so cool.
I watched all of Snick, I'll have you know. Oh, there's two things.
I have a strong
One right
memory of
there.
watching a little bit of Snick at your house.
Yeah.
I think we watched
The
Kablam.
rare.
We watched Kablam.
Yep. Kablam, yeah. Little action figure dudes.
The
Prometheus
seemingly
and Bob.
ordinary barrier carries the memory of a hand whose firm grip represents the determination of the one who controls it. It was the Gendarme commander who set up the barrier, carrying in his heart a desire to return to the warmth of his home. All he needed was a scapegoat. I'm trying to remember which voices I do for Heart. I remember is like the very deep one. Small bullets carry big emotions. Hope, because they were meant to benefit the cause. Fear, which in these difficult times makes its way to even the hardiest of hearts. And determination, the companion of courage, without which it would be impossible to face reality. Each bullet was hidden in the nooks and crannies of the undergarments with care and precision. Just like the previous time and the time before that, this is nothing new for the person who took the risk.
New cat has arrived. Atticus, he's in the other room. He is scared and hiding under the bed.
Scared of the truth.
He's scared of his capricious little girl doing something. It's been a long time since I've read that.
New power, gazebo ambivalence.
It's more of a gazebo suggestion.
Let's say gazebo yes to the gazebo. Oh. Is that...
think it's a good idea to stir people
Oh man, I love that guy in the middle background.
What do you
Great
want?
extra.
My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Okay.
I know.
If you don't want to fight,
Yeah. I'm trying to solve this in cute ways.
Atticus is the name. Protagonist of Kill Mockingbird. Is he the protagonist or the God? Can't remember
I
if it's
would
from
not.
his
He's
point
not
of view or
the.
child.
He's not the protagonist. He's the.
Yeah, the child. It's
yeah.
from the child's point of view, right?
Yeah. Ooh, all right. We have a manipulate option here with our new friend.
Our new friend.
but I'll tell you we're going to shoot.
Yeah, but none of you seem to want to do anything until I get like involved.
It seems dark. Well, you're torn. Be prideful or
Sergeant, I
be
didn't want to
new
do this, but
powerful.
My name is Viktor Shulsky.
Shulsky or Smolsky, I don't care.
Shit, I love this dude.
We'll make an example of you for the rest of this
He
battle.
looks like Zangief a little bit. If Zangief had like the one, oh man, I don't know. He just looks like that. He's like so burly. All right. Well, we picked an option that puts me in a fight with a man with a sword. I have a lot of thaumaturgy points to spend, and probably should. So let's get my deed up to 3. I'm just gonna keep it even for now. Get nice, even spread. Kick his ass, Seabass.
Kick his ass.
Okay. Oh, I have a new... okay, so this is a new attack I don't think I had before, this damage over time thing. Ooh, I can put suffering on people. Receives damage, so...
So your strong attack can have 3 separate things stacked onto it, or that's
yes.
the level of...
Yeah, no, it can have 3 different things stacked onto it.
Nice.
Okay. Or maybe, but maybe I can only have it on certain... Or maybe you know what I think it actually is? I think you can only have one thing on him, but I think some of these will cost
2
more
or 3.
pips.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what I was wondering.
Selecting yourself or a Cytor, you can preview both your and your Cytor skills. This will help you plan your attack. So okay, all right. I can only have one Pokemon at a time. You can summon another Cytor at any time. A green frame around the Cytor's image means they are exceptionally effective in a fight with the given enemy. Read the description above the Cytor to find out why they will be useful at that moment. Okay. So L3 to issue an order.
But maybe you
Focus
want
deprivation
him
will be more. So Ooper is good at
against that guy.
focus deprivation. And they're both good against... And then, okay, and then this guy is more we should do damage to instead. Okay. Alright, well, let's bring Uper... Let's fuck with his
Focus.
Let's see, this is... I'm gonna put suffering on him, because then I can get his focus down. Or no, I guess I don't really... Let's hit the other guy first. So I'm gonna do persistent shit to him. And then I will have him... It's a very slow attack, but... Faster than this guy goes off. This guy's not going to go off for a while, so...
I will draw your attention to enemy reinforcements around the way.
Oh, no!
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get your ankle.
I'm gonna get your butt.
I'm a little ankle biter.
Alright, I'm going to quick attack this guy to try to slow him down. Okay, that worked. He does not get his turn now. Okay, I can't bring in the other Salutor while this guy is doing his fucking thing, so... I'm gonna give this guy... If I do that, then I'll get hit, so I'll give him another quick attack.
Oh, God.
And I punched him!
I bit his fucking throat.
Okay, and then this guy will die from his suffering.
Ooper.
It's me, Ooper. Good to see you. You haven't checked in with me tonight.
Focus.
I hate my little stick.
Ow. I've been sworded. I suffered to death.
Okay, that's the one that heals me back up when it does damage, so I'll do that. Because I'm going to be able to strong attack this guy in a second. The new friend is a little intense, it's true. Alright, now I can concussion this guy. That heals me back up to full, which I'm probably going to... Alright, I guess it... I haven't checked how the healing on that, actually. Aw, oh, damn! This guy got...
Batman has gun.
Oh, no, we're at this part of the Batman game. Enemies can have a trait that makes them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions, and they can be disabled. To disable an enemy's trait, attack them with a Salutor that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that if you don't have the required dimension force, you can take away all the opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. Okay, so this guy is, what, heart resistant, looks like? So none of my shit's doing jack, and also he has, like, crazy high focus, so...
Check the other one.
Yes.
Well,
so he's also heart. So when I have him heart, it'll disable his trait. So. Let's see. I will put the DOT on him then, while I'm waiting for. Do I have any? I do have a negative state on me. I'm bleeding, so I'm gonna go ahead and use, because it's also fast. Alright, trait disabled. I don't think I'm going to try to get his focus all the way down. I think I'm just gonna keep stacking more suffering on him and then have Mr. Stinky bite him.
Mr. Stinky.
Although, is Mr. Stinky? Mr. Stinky's very slow. You know what? Actually, I think Ooper is still my guy for this.
You want me to do some of that blood bullshit? Give him the old rope-a-dope.
Give him the order up a dope.
I can sword too, jackass.
Everybody's getting swords today, motherfucker.
Sword 2, the swordening. Pokemon Lithuanian Commonwealth region.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that makes me think of the Pokemon Conquest game. That's pretty good.
I didn't play that one.
Feudal Japan Pokemon. Oh, dude, that's a great DS game if you get your hands on it.
Okay. All right, so we got an outcome where I got the shit kicked out of me. Oh no, I've lost my grimoire and my revolver.
Name?
I already told him. I'm Shmolsky. Shulsky.
Victor.
He said Shmolsky.
One of those Shulskis?
That's what I tried to tell him with my flaw of pride.
My condolences.
Oh.
Now,
Hey, thank you.
profile.
Thank you.
Victor's a handsome man. I'm just going to say it right now.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where's he supposed to
Where
piss?
else am I supposed to?
Brown
This is
in
the-
bucket, whiz on the wall.
Oh.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
We're learning a lot in this game. What do we put in the bucket, John?
Poopums.
Brown. Where do we put the whiz?
Poopums.
Where do we put the whiz?
Cops?
Wall.
I thought it was cops.
All right, I've already read this. I don't have to read it again. I've already read that one. Although I did still get experience for it. Hey, it's
Maybe
a
you missed it the
wise
first
guy.
Oh, a wise guy, eh?
Hey, a wise guy.
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at.
This is the
What did they put
oldest
such a sweet
lad
in
I've ever
jail for?
seen.
I showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too.
I
There's this
smooched him.
red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham, on the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
The voice acting in this
Anybody ask
game
you?
is...
Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
Like, having the Russians speak in Russian accents and then this just straight up American accents. Okay. Ooh. I don't think anybody needs to know I'm a thaumaturge just yet.
My name's Viktor Shulsky, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all,
Oh,
I am a
well,
Thaumaturge.
okay. Great,
LM,
Victor.
I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
What the fuck?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Well, no. I was just...
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
I'm just here for my father's funeral.
I hope you don't miss the funeral toasts.
Why does he keep saying things in italics? It's making me very nervous when the man speaks in italics so much. Yeah, this is Silent Hill, but it's Loud Hill because everybody's talking a lot.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
We've got a little time to kill. Maybe now you can tell me more about yourself. You seem to know your way around this setting. You've been here often?
You knew all about the piss and the poop
And
places.
sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
They did
say
take my
I know
grimoire
certain
wise,
folks
yes.
who find pulls like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
I don't want to jinx it, but do you spend time there too?
If I'm not there, no one will want to talk to you. And don't worry, I don't usually hang out long in places like this.
Usually in
I
21st
see
century
you won't
America.
be hanging out here long either.
Man, this game is a real, like, straight up real respect to the facial hair artists in this game, because they really, 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 like, you can tell that was where most of the team was, right?
Emphasis. Hey man, you gotta dial in your scope. Otherwise you get feature creep and bloat.
Yeah. Well, but it's about sideburns. Like, some guy's been working for like 6 months on sideburns. And then someone's like, dude, no, core competency here is mustaches. Like, we've got so many like mustache milestones we've got to hit. He's like, no, I believe in these fucking sideburns.
Shulsky, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
And then the fucking executives are like, so where are all those soul patches we talked about? It's like, fucking hell, man. That was several design docs ago. God.
Can I ask why the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
I hope it's Rasputin.
Thank you.
It's been a long time in this game, from my point of view, since we talked to Rasputin.
You should always be wondering where Poochie is.
Raspucci. John.
He had to return to his home planet.
Raspucci.
No, he died on the way back to his home planet, right?
So, when recruiting for the gendarmerie, it is recommended to reject the following candidates immediately: persons related to rebels and troublemakers, Jewish people, thaumaturges. Any deviation from these instructions must be very well argued. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and like put down as a policy. If there's anything that feels in this game that is definitely going to like talk about Jewish people and things like that, I don't know. We'll play it by ear. How many things we read verbatim. Yeah,
Sure.
sounds good. Because there are definitely going to be some racists and anti-Semites in this game. I saw the disclaimer at the top. I have my own file!
That got you a point.
Man, they give you a lot of points early on.
Well, it should make you nervous that you're spending them badly.
It does. Thank you, John. Yeah.
Can you not upgrade individual skills?
I would be
Those
surprised
points?
if I could, like putting. No, I think I'm just unlocking branches.
Okay.
No, I unlocked the skill. So now, but I'm far enough along deed now that I could give myself a new
Actual skill, active skill.
Yeah, I think I imagine that probably gives it to. Or no, it looks like it's Victor using it. So, all right, well, that's interesting. We'll develop that. I wonder if I have access to all of them, or if I'm gonna have to like set them to my bar. No, okay. Looks like I. Oh, is it upgraded? It's got a little
Second pip on it or something.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. Wanda's file. All right, that's the same wanted notice that we read before. Wanted list. Yeah, I didn't get much time with that that kind of northern Midwestern voice, so I'm just going to stick with it. 1002. Maria Berkoa, 54 years old, residing in Warsaw, Old Praga, accused of complicity in stealing 2,000 ruble worth of Dutch pomade. Wanted. Description: short in stature, black hair, small hazel eyes, 3 scars on the right leg. Warsaw, August 3rd, 1905. All right, that's what year it is. 2003. Jefzuk. Also, I'm going to butcher all Polish pronunciations here. Sorry. Jefzuk Mizorskius. Serving time in prison on Zielna Street, escaped from the hospital on Pokorna Street, where he was treated on August 2nd, 1905. Description: tall in stature, frail, small round face, dark hair, small black eyes, small flat nose, 19 years old. 2004.
Fop, goddammit.
What?
She's a damn man.
Yep.
Just
Yeah, the pomade. Yeah, you're having fun with the pomade. Everybody's having fun with the pomade. Newdorf Isaac, 18 years old, son of Lejbest, formerly residing in Minsk, Mezowiki on Lucas Street, accused of stealing fowl, then fled in an unascertained direction. Minsk, Mezowiki, August 14th, 1905. There's so much reading in this game today. I can't believe we already met the... I can't believe we already met the Tsar.
Well, what did you think? He was an Act 3 boss?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I have definitely killed Rasputin in video games before. I've played Shadow Hearts, you know? Oh, my daddy's obituary. You know what? This deserves a little respect. I'm going to give it the skeleton.
Stanislaus Shulsky, widely respected citizen, thaumaturge, philanthropist, entrepreneur, father and husband, died suddenly on August 31st at the age of 64. A service for the repose of his soul be held at St. Charles Borromeo Church on Saturday, September 7th at 11, to which his daughter would like to invite all relatives, friends, and acquaintances.
My daddy died. Oh dear, my daddy died. Orders during the time of our gracious Tsar of all Russia's visit to Warsaw. It is necessary to enhance the sense of security. Therefore, I ordain that the number of patrols must be doubled. All station chiefs are required to comply with this order immediately. Illegible signature. Can't get in there. And now it's the only place I want to be.
Steal the key with Thaumaturge.
Oh my god. Can Thaumaturge not let me teleport a key into my hand? Is it all just like bullshit?
Can you just make a key out of blood?
Yeah, Rodrigo, it wasn't meant to be Matt Berry, but it was definitely playing in the Matt Berry register. I acknowledge that wholeheartedly, and I would never try to say otherwise, you know?
Would you acknowledge it wholeheartedly?
I'm sorry, John, that didn't come through on the microphone. Do you choose to say it again?
I said, would you acknowledge it wholeheartedly?
No, you said wholeheartedly.
I'll take it again. I say, will you acknowledge that wholeheartedly?
Yeah, I would, man. Thank you for asking. Let's catch a train.
Okay, good.
Gonna take you for a ride.
Gonna give you PTSD.
Post-traumatic sex disorder.
Because you didn't like when we played that game because you got mad at me?
Okay.
That would be where I was going with that.
Yeah, I know. No, John, all the fighting games. Our whole history of playing fighting games together was me learning you're better than me at fighting games, and then I'm a sore fucking loser. You got me. You fucking got me.
You think I still am?
Probably. I mean, the last time we played a fighting game together was like playing Smash Online like a generation ago, and you sure did put me in the fucking toilet with that. So yeah, I think so probably.
I mean, it was
and I'm
laggy.
Fine with it, just to be clear.
Okay.
I'm not having men's tailor Roach de Brzezinski accepts all manner of tailoring work, offering the lowest possible prices. Expect thoroughness, tastefulness, and diligence from the start to the finishing touch. 11 President Street, entry from the front. I'm fine.
Never let it be said that Will Hughes was mad.
Never. Please don't put in the paper I'm mad. Oh, that's right. We did play a couple of PS1 fighting games on Parsec on stream.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We played, of course, the Unholy War, my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, this is very vampire. These streets are extremely haunted.
I do still really appreciate that they're not fucking... that it's not first person or, like, low third person. Just because I really think my computer would get really mad if it was trying to do that.
Now, if you have the new graphics card, then you can be Indiana Jones killing Nazis.
It hurts my hips to get down on the floor where the computer is, John.
I know, but it only does that one time.
Unless I fuck up installing it, which I did last time.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so old. I'm too old to fix computer. Ah, shit. Nick watches these VODs. He's gonna hear I haven't installed the... Because he gave it... Fuck.
I'm sure that's all he's thinking about. God damn it, Hughes.
Every moment.
See if I give you a fucking graphics card again.
Obituary notice. The late František Hilmentel went to be with the Lord following brief yet pain.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Did I get it right? Did I guess?
I wasn't... I'm not trying to do anybody. I can't do impressions. I can just do voices. So yes, there was definitely some emo in there.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't heard of him since fucking Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Sure.
That was a long time ago when he was, 1995 or some shit he was on there.
Parish announcements.
See, now I'm trying... Now you got me in my head. Now I'm trying to do emo.
Saturday, 7 a.m., a votive service in honor of Our Lady of the Rosary for the intention of the brothers and sisters of the...
These are boring.
Boring things to read, or you don't like the voice you're choosing?
Both.
Oh. Damn. Brutal.
Wasn't a very good emo. It would have been fine if it was just a voice I was doing, but once it was an Emo Phillips voice, it's like completely
God damn it!
Alright, that's the obit again. I like that we still get points for reading shit we already read.
Sergeant.
Tomba. Here lies Jan Chimelek, our dear friend. In 1891, he met his end. What he is now lies deep inside. What he was, never you mind. Lois, R.I.P. Maja Wisnowski. Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois. Fuck, come on, help me out here, man.
What do you want me to do?
Give me yours, and then I can build off of yours, man. Just give me the fucking...
Hey, Lois.
Shit! No! What? Read it.
What?
Read the whole fucking thing. It was much better than mine, so read it. It fucking sucks, man.
Tomb, R.I.P. Maja Wisnowska, Polish stage artist, B. December 23, 1861 D. July 1st, 1890, to my beloved daughter, a woeful mother.
Fucking sucks, man. I do voices.
I'm sorry.
It's all I've got. I know, but I wasn't expecting you to have a much, much better Peter Griffin than mine.
I've watched a lot of that stupid fucking show, man.
So have I. I can't do the voice, though. Fuck. What am I
never
even...
do it again.
No, you have to follow your muse, man. When God tells you what you were put on this earth to do, you have to do it.
I don't know.
That's a good... fucking...
Dog, Tomb, Graf Friedrich Karl Nesselrode, 1786 to 1868.
These are all Seth MacFarlane's? All of these are?
That was Stewie.
Yeah, I know. Every grave in this fucking place.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter.
You know what's really hard, though? A Warburton? I feel like that one's real hard to get, right?
Warburton.
Yeah, I can't even say his fucking name right.
I have tried to get a Warburton going before. Every once in a while, I can kind of get there, but it's not anything I can get consistent. I have to talk for a while.
It's a tomb. Yeah, I've heard. Were you in? What show was I listening to? Was it Duck Feed show? Was it? No, maybe it was Gary and Cole were doing the. They were Warburton each other.
It's probably on Orb. It was probably on Orb. Gary can do like half of.
I don't think it was Orb. I haven't listened.
You don't
to
think
Orb.
it was fucking Orb? That's the show. Do you have it? No, we don't have a Todd. Hold on, John.
No, it was Bonfire Side Chat because they were talking about reading item descriptions as him.
Yeah, no, that's great and funny. Why are people watching this fucking stream? You can go listen to Bonfireside Chat where you have all these funny choices. George Ballistic, how the fuck would I know what Todd McFarlane sounds like? What's he sound like? Does he sound like Spawn?
Do McBain! Do McBain!
I'll do McBain on the next. It's just a Schwarzenegger impression, dude. It's just a fucking Schwarzenegger.
That's the whole fucking joke, my man.
That's the joke.
There we go. It's great. I love that.
Mendoza.
Yeah, read the next one as that.
The goggles do nothing. Items as Brock Sampson. That would be really good and really funny.
That's what it was, Vin. Thank you.
Mr. Shulsky this person wants to talk to me. Identified me on site.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences. Thank you. Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away?
Oh.
Was that his cause of death?
Hold on.
His heart?
Okay, hold on. I gotta put in a headphone so I can listen to Todd McFarlane's voice so I can try to replicate it. It really be cool.
Or you've been fed a McFarlane line?
Yeah, well that's the I assume that's what the link in chat is. Hold on. I gotta mute the stream. Everybody just be fucking cool.
Boop boop. Say you don't know the cause of your father's death. Quip that your father.
Shut up, man. I'm learning.
Have heart.
Just let it intro to this clip. It's a long intro to the clip before he says whatever the line is. All right. I've got it ready for the next time it's time to read. All right.
That's fast download.
Okay. It was just what do you mean fast download?
Well, I expected it would hang there for a long time, but it just went right through.
Okay. All right. All right. Well,
we've ruled out any coronary causes since the doctors couldn't confirm whether the deceased had a heart.
Yes, I understand. My condolences once again.
I'm feeding my flaw of pride.
I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
And you told him to fuck off all at once.
I imagine he would have left the same no matter what I said, probably. Is this the family tomb? Yep, that's the family mausoleum. Oh, we're gonna get to see our sister, probably. But there's no reading to do, and I've got this perfect Todd McFarlane
queued up,
just ready to go.
I think I ought to arrest you, Thaumaturge.
God damn, the facial hair. Animators.
Put your hands down. Someone might see. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw
I'm character actor Bill Murray.
Uncle Veronian?
I will not keep you. That guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio.
Doesn't he have Bill Murray vibes?
I'm sure she'll be glad to see you.
Sure.
Go on.
Thanks, man.
Later.
Thanks, man.
Like
I needed that. I needed that vote of confidence in that moment, and I really appreciate you backing me up.
Anytime, bud.
You're my rock.
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
Did Dad die when he read my telegram?
Off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things.
He got so mad you were writing checks all over Europe that he just died on the spot.
I took a short trip to a Warsaw jail.
What? Are you joking? During the funeral? Are you
Well, what was for dinner? I had a Polish sausage and a chicken thigh. It was all leftovers. And
What can...
And fancy sausage. My very nice wife got me a fancy sausage from Olympia Provisions. It's got the good mold on it. John, have I ever made you have some of my good mold sausage?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's so good. It's like got white, kind of like flaky mold on it. And it tastes so good. It's a saucisse sec from Olympia Provisions. So tasty.
Can you expect? You know what?
I have not tried keeping mayo. No, puppy. I'm going to let you down every time you ask me for something.
For family events like this. It's getting late. And
I'm just a machine built to let people down.
Ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone.
I'm a machine for
You've
pigs.
got your own matters to clear up.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Fine, let's get this over with.
Get it? Because amnesia. I believe you, puppy. The Roll for Sandwich guy is always talking about it.
In the end, back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago.
God, he's got good hair.
After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better, and definitely closer to the truth. The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong.
I've got 2 Pokemon now.
2 Salutars. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother, because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia, because she wasn't born a boy. Me, because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles.
Like not having my Pokemon bite out people's throats.
Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
I was reflecting at the grave of my beloved father.
You tricked me. I heard something else. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
Perhaps, Josiah.
With all due respect, this is my personal business.
My flaw of pride is getting so hungry.
True. Please forgive me. I meant no harm. Again, my condolences.
I wonder if I'm shutting... I don't think I'm probably shutting down too much stuff by doing that, but...
My name's Kaniechkin. Ivan Kaniechkin. Goodbye.
Yeah, it'd be unfortunate if it was shutting conversations down.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think it's just different ways conversations
Such interesting
exist.
friends you had.
Whew, Polish sausage went right through me.
I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
You tried to shove 2 Pokemon in your brains, dude. I'm not gonna waste my
Josefina, a Thaumaturge.
perfect Todd McFarlane on such a short.
Grandpa Nikodem, a Thaumaturge. I barely remember him.
Well, it seems like it runs in the family. John, what do you say we go to our family home in northern Schrodemiski?
Yeah, I love it.
Got another damn stat point.
The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros postmortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Shabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
Am I going to be able to punch her and then later it will affect the war effort?
We're twins, my dear lady.
The Shulskis reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple. Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
I suggest you leave. Otherwise,
Oh,
I'll
no.
overlook your womanhood and make sure you can never pronounce a single syllable correctly.
Jesus.
You'd permit that to happen, Judge? Maybe I should write about this.
And who would let you print it?
Someday the press will get the Russian boot off its neck, Judge.
I'm afraid none of us will live to see the day, my dear. Come on, children. I'm sure my Petya is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Oh yeah, I bet he give. I bet Daddy left us a sword and like a suit of armor. We're gonna finally have like some equipment for this.
Get an upgrade.
Yeah. Ooh, grappling hook. I got a good feeling about grappling hook right now.
He was Victorian Batman.
Gotham by gaslight.
Yeah, there it is. Go to castle.
Yep, that's an Arrested Development reference.
The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna, dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Suggest I dawdle again and I'll make you incapable of human speech.
Half your face covered, but I could tell
By
right
tearing the
away
lower
it was
jaw off.
You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, master? It would warm you up a little.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time.
Chomp.
It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for
Oh, that's
now.
two.
I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
I have this terrible Thaumaturge.
I have this thirst for Coco. I never liked her. I'm glad she's dead. Okay. Hold on, everybody. Let me get it. Let me. I'm gonna open up the YouTube clip again. I gotta get it refreshed in my head. This is gonna be really good.
Gotta refresh it.
Mm-hmm. I know I can skip like the first half minute of the thing. Oh, I took my earbud out. The portrait depicts father in his twilight years. The serious expression on his face, the proud posture, and the grimoire in his hand, combined with the dark background and lack of embellishments. It all reflects the strictness and pragmatism he always had. Good old Stanislaw. However, a faint red streak can be seen around his figure. Apparently, artists are particularly sensitive to sensing things that usually escape the human eye. This one should receive double emolument for capturing the thaumaturgic aura. I'm Todd McFarlane, creator of Spawn.
There's a little Dan Aykroyd in there, too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say, I'll wait for the verdict, right? I'll wait for the verdict. Let people know how my Todd McFarlane was.
Vote in chat, everybody.
Yeah, vote in chat. Vote in chat whether that was a good Todd McFarlane. Puppy notes that it was a terrible King Kai. Puppy, go fuck yourself. Thanks for the Ko-Fi donation.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to But
sorry.
You look
Putting
familiar.
my foot in my mouth.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietia, forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
That's fine, I can't cemetery bears.
Goodbye.
Bear of the century. What? What did you say? The Warsaw Courier, evening action.
There's no way to know. Oh, it's about our fight. Yeah, here's the latest news on the riots that disrupted His Majesty Emperor Nikolai II's speech today, motherfuckers. A moment after our gracious Emperor announced Georgi Skalon as the new Governor General of Warsaw, a group of troublemakers started yelling most disgraceful slogans. Despite reinforced security, there was a scuffle. The gendarmerie were quick to get the situation under control, however. A few people were injured, including 2 policemen who came to help. 30 people charged with public nuisance and brawling were taken into custody. Also, a man had his throat bitten out by a big fucking demon.
Who's that Jagoff?
It was a Jagoff. It was a General Jagoff. I'm being accused of Mark Wahlberging because everyone likes to tell me what voice I'm doing after I do the voice. I'm just doing voices.
This is Wahlbergery?
People are accusing me of trying to sound like one of the founders of Wahlburgers. Identity unconfirmed.
Wahlberger.
Busted Marana. The stern countenance resembles that of a human, but the callous gaze shows no trace of human emotions. The Queen of Winter scrutinizes you, sending a shiver down your spine. Makes me think of the words. If you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. Huh. I wonder if that's one of the... That's going to be one of my Pokemons. Okay. This is a recipe.
Can you hit me with, oh, I thought you were going to do it. You're not interested.
It's a lot of reading, man. It is a lot.
It is a decent amount of reading. Can you give me an Amelia Tyler?
I don't know who that is.
That's the narrator of Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
Authority. You think you can get that?
She's
very good.
I can do some voices, but I really can't just hit a fucking thing. Authority. Quince liquor with amber. Pour a pot of ripe, duly picked quince fruits into a 4-gallon demijohn, and pour in a light, cooled syrup with 6 pounds of sugar and 2 gallons of water. Add 10-pound pieces of amber. Stir perfectly and add a half-gallon of your best spirit. Seal and place in a moderately warm place out of the sun for 10 days, stirring several times per day, shaking demijohn. After 10 to 12 days, when the clumps have sunk and the liquid is completely clear, pour into bottles, cork tightly, and keep in a cool, dry cellar.
You feel your salutor squirm in your skull.
Is that what we're doing? I'm having me do it, and then you do the better one. Fucking Peter Griffin all over again. My whole fucking life is just the Peter Griffin moment repeated ad nauseum.
Just do the skeleton voice. Calm down.
I'm glad you're here.
I'll do some of the skeleton
I thought
voice.
I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement.
Side quest,
But I
side
won't
quest.
goof around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Do y'all know about putting mushrooms in the sun to get vitamin D? I don't, puppy. Do tell.
Could you track down a little bottle
Better not be
for your uncle?
cordyceps. You trying to trick us into a Last of Us situation?
This mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
But my sister
Puppy,
said
type
that,
twice if you've been taken over by mushrooms.
I mean, he doesn't. We're all have toxoplasmosis, man. It's just not even worth worrying about at this point. We're all just like, what even
We're
is a
being puppeted by the tummy bacteria?
Yeah, man. Or we're all being just. You can charge mushrooms in the sun for 10 minutes and they absorb more vitamin D. They hold the vitamin D for about a week. Do I still have to eat the mushroom? Because I'm not going to eat the mushroom, even to stay alive, probably. They taste bad. Okay. Puppy did ask me to do an Australian voice, so. Portrait of mother from a youth. That's not Australian. What is it? Hold on.
It's not a knife. It's a knife.
That's not a knife. I'm Roadhog, ain't I? Oh, it's me, Roadhog. A portrait of mother from her youth. She stands proud, wearing a white dress and a silk scarf thrown over her exposed shoulders. Her long, dark hair flows down her back and she glances at the viewer with a piercing smile. I've got a real fuckable mum, I do. Bare skin and a frivolous hairstyle. That's not how I remember her. Norja is a young, unkempt maiden. It's hard to believe. This shocking vision of the painter must have been created in a previous era. A time when hearts were stirred with violent emotions. Poems were created to the sound of a storm. Love stories had to end tragically. Etc., etc. Father actually commissioned such a painting. I've got a right fit mum.
Arnar.
Everybody's being really wrong about mushrooms in the chat. They taste bad. They ruin pizzas.
They're extremely good. I like them.
They make the pizza bad.
I once went crawling through the fucking out of doors to get the really good ones. What are they called? The
Morels.
Yeah, thank you. The ones that everybody in Indiana get really weird about.
Really
they won't
fucking.
talk about. They won't talk about where they fucking find them. They're like that here in Kansas too. They're like
everybody.
They
Yeah,
literally
everybody
won't talk about it.
They're so well because there's only so many of them, and if you know your
Yeah.
spot, you fucking. Oh my.
They're there every time.
God, the people who are fucking.
Have you ever been hunting? Like
Yeah, I got dragged out to do it while I was a little kid.
Yeah.
No, because I hate mushrooms. I don't. So I get no benefit from other than
Sure.
a fucking walk
Yeah.
in the woods.
Well, no, but they're like people will pay money for those.
Yeah,
Like,
I
they
know.
are
It's
actually a big deal.
Fucking mushrooming, man.
Yeah. It was a lot of work for like 3 mushrooms that we ended up just cutting up and putting in an omelet, and they tasted fucking amazing. But like,
All they
it
ever
was a
tasted like to me was
half
fried.
day's work.
Those all they ever tasted like to me was fried, because my grandma would just fry them.
Okay.
The wine
Please take
carries
the
the
phone.
aroma of peaches, apples, and a certain amount of conviction that a
Which
relationship
flavor is
between
this?
two people is beginning to take on a romantic edge. A beverage enjoyed by the upper crust, given to a man by a woman.
Which Pokemon is that?
That's mine. That's what mine talks like.
Mind. The Mentok, the Mind Taker.
Don't give me shit, man. I'm fragile.
Do it, John Michael Higgins.
The bottle exudes the sweet aroma of quince and a... typo. Found a typo. And the sincere joy of an upcoming meeting. It is a beverage that brings people together and sweetens the bitterness of everyday life. An element of a ritual that two friends would eagerly indulge in.
Michael, you
Yeah.
guys came from California originally, right?
California. Sorry.
I don't know if they had mushrooms. Mushroom hunting out that way.
It's not really the climate for them, I don't think.
I wouldn't think so. Yeah, more arid, too dry.
Okay. Let's see. This is the third. This is words.
Oh, an inability to articulate brought on by great surprise clings to the bottle. It was difficult to mouth even a word of gratitude for the unique gift. Oh, it's from Oregon! Words got stuck in the throat despite the adoration for this particular liquor. It is a favorite beverage, but an unwelcome gift.
Ooh, someone's courting my sister.
And you're drawing a conclusion.
Yeah, that my uncle would fucking drink all of them. Why do people still like South Park? Will's, how's your Klingon?
I guess.
Oh, I mean, I just wrote. I wrote again about the lawsuit that's brewing, which I could go on about at length because it's funny to me. But you could also just read what I wrote about it. You said, are you asking about the lawsuit?
Jesus, you phrased that like a devil's bargain.
Yeah. Well, because if you ask about the lawsuit, you're going to get a monologue.
Okay. Do you want to do a monologue? Is that a thing that
Sure.
you like to
No,
do?
it's okay. It's interesting to me. Okay, so I think I'm going to talk about this on the stream at some point, but whatever. Cringe. The show itself, I don't watch. It's cringe centrism. I believe that. But there's probably occasionally funny jokes. Okay, so in like 2019, the timing on this is really important. In 2019, Paramount was like, we're doing CBS All Access, but nobody wants to fucking, like, nobody knew where streaming was going. Netflix had its thing, but nobody else had anything else. Mm-hmm. So Paramount's like, we have South Park, right? We have the South Park 23 seasons of South Park that we could sell to somebody to stream. Because right now, all we're fucking doing is tossing it on, the episode movie thing, the throwing it on the Comedy Central website.
Right.
And so they're like, who wants to give us all the dollars in the entire world for the South Park library? And Warner Brothers Discovery, which was just then trying to get into, well, it was just Warner Brothers then, but it was just then trying to get into fucking streaming with like HBO Max at the time, was like, I think that's when they were trying to get the transition from whatever the fucking 4 different weird HBO streaming things were into HBO Max. And like, if we had
there's like HBO Go or some shit,
all the weird shit, all the like the over the top stuff or whatever they call it. So they're like, yeah, sure, we'll give you $500 million for all of the South Park streaming, which by the way is why the South Park guys are now billionaires, because like in 2003 they cut a deal with Paramount that was like, we'll work for cheap, but we get half of all the online money the show ever generates. At the time, I was like, online money, fuck that. And now they're literally billionaires, so they can buy their weird little Mexican restaurants in Colorado.
Right.
Anyway, so all's well and good.
Right, the loss,
Yeah, all's well and good. They get their Paramount gets their, or Warner Brothers gets all the South Park stuff. They get to say, hey, we're the home of South Park online. They air on Comedy Central, and then they're on our service the next day, and we got it for the next 3 seasons. And what they didn't do was make Paramount put down in writing what a season was. Because they were like, well, the last 10 seasons have all been 10 episodes of TV coming out every year. Certainly, they won't change that to fuck with us. And then COVID happened. And a couple things happened. First off, South Park basically took the year off when COVID happened. And instead, they just put out 2 40-minute specials that went on Comedy Central. And then were like, supposedly the way it went was at first they were like, well, okay, you get these for streaming, and then these count towards your episode count. And actually, they count double. They take up 4 of the 10 episodes. And then later they were like, actually, that was season 24, dog. Bro, that was those 80 minutes of TV. That was season 24 of South Park. Hope you enjoyed paying for it. And then Paramount decided it was going to get into streaming. It was like, fuck, it'd be good to have some South Park on our streaming service, wouldn't it? Fuck. So they go to the South Park guys and they're like, make us some specials. But they can't call them specials and they can't call them movies because then they'd have to offer them to Warner Brothers for streaming. So instead they were just like, they're events. These are South Park streaming events. And no one can get... Yes. And then they were like, "Oh, by the way, since we got the South Park guys making these extra basic 4 episodes per season for us, your seasons are only now 6 episodes long."
Wow.
So Warner Brothers got really mad, and now they're suing them for an enormous amount of money. That's the whole. It's not. I didn't say it was a good monologue, but it's the shit. It's very funny to me that they were like, "Well, you didn't say what a season was."
Mm-hmm.
How did it go?
Oops, I'm a dickhead genie.
Monkey's paw curls.
All right. Well, he wanted the liqueur, so I'll give him the liqueur.
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle.
It's
We will meet in
a
Stasis
terrible
Saddle
show,
after every
Jack, but
funeral
it's
we went
so fucking popular
raise
still.
A toast to the dead.
Olivia says kids still talk about it at school.
We've been seeing
So
one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even
They're just
he
so
has
irreverent. They'll attack anyone. They don't care.
to an easy death, as Stasio and I used to say.
they'll really,
How did he die?
they really
They'll go after
just will
Barbara
anybody.
Streisand.
Maybe I told you.
Mhm.
They'll go after Al
I
Gore.
haven't even had the chance
They'll
to
go after
ask.
anybody.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
You know what? I'm not going to be a prideful dick to my family.
I suppose there's no reason to bear grudges or be angry, is there? Stasio?
To an easy death.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasio and my Helena before him. I miss my little...
Oh, Neil, that's a bummer. That is a bummer.
I miss them both.
You've depressed me deeply with that statement, Neil. Neil says my son has fallen out with old friends who get into South Park and made it their personality. That's...
Obligation fulfilled.
I've known people
Shall
like
we get
that.
to the reading of the will?
Is it me? Are you talking about fucking me, man?
No, I'm not talking about you.
Then who would you be talking about? I'm the only person who exists.
That's true. You're right.
At the
I got me
funeral
again.
was the sad Jewish fellow.
I've known Wills like
Mordecai
that.
Hyatt. Do you know him, Uncle?
Sucks.
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So,
Fucking
shall we
11-year-olds.
collect our inheritance?
You'll all have to wait for me a moment.
11:41. What's the
Alright,
difference?
but hurry up.
Well, one of them, if you sum it up, you get Santeria. Is that a Sum 41 song? It's not, is it? Is it?
Mm.
Fuck.
I am entranced by these women singing. Have some liqueur.
It's got a star on it. Oh.
Ooh, it's a medicine. It's not alcohol.
Yeah, and we get this handsome
Jesus.
Titanic-style portrait of our uncle.
That reminds me of that fucking monologue at the end of Doctor Sleep.
I didn't see Dr. Sleep, but...
Oh, it's actually pretty good. I think I may have evangelized it once.
I have never
wasn't-
actually done any of the, what's his name? Fuck, Flanagan.
Kubrick? Oh.
Mike Flanagan, the guy who directed it.
Oh, the guy who did that direct.
I watched like 3 episodes of Haunting of Hill House, and I was like, this is too much.
Huh.
Bust of Siren? Wait, Siren from Tyranny? Sorry, John, I interrupted you.
No, it's you got to draw the Guardian Force Siren out in order to
Oh, okay.
cast it. Yep. But no, they get, instead of doing the creepy Luke Skywalker robot horse shit, and doing Jack Nicholsoning somebody's face.
No,
with
Jack
computers.
Nicklaus, the golfer.
Sure. Instead of doing that with computers to somebody, they actually have like a fucking guy, a new actor. Like,
Yeah, they just
do
hired
it.
an actor.
Yeah, an actor that looks like Jack Torrance.
Cool.
So, and it was pretty good. It's a really good performance. Very short, but
I'm being told to
not
watch
bad.
the Fall of the House of Usher show, which did have Frank Langella in it until he was apparently not pleasant to some of the people on the set, and they replaced him. But yeah. Fun fact: when they did Peter Cushing in Rogue One, that was Wayne Pigram, aka Scorpius from Farscape.
Oh, neat.
That was who was they
wow.
were using as like the body, like the facial
base.
structure. Yeah.
Baseline. That's cool.
All right. I absolutely believe that people like I believe that all the Flanagan stuff is good. I have so little room in my heart for dramas, basically.
Well, shit. Can you give me a Scorpius reading of the Bust of Siren?
John,
you're allowed to go to YouTube and like replay it for a minute if you need.
Oh man, you gotta stop giving me specific guys because I can't do them.
All of these are specific guys. You're like, whose do you want me to do? I can't just.
But like, no,
imagine
just like
an Italian cook. Give me Italian cook.
A sharp,
Very
avian
Italian.
features, but a wild, disturbing kind of
I
beauty.
wasn't done yet.
They make you
He's
want
in
to
a
fall.
hurry.
What? Sorry,
He's
what?
in a hurry. He's in a hurry. He's taking way too many orders, and he can't make them fast enough.
Sharp avian features, but a wild, disturbing kind of beauty. They make you want to fall into her clutches and be lured into an eternal dream or a sweet song. Yet her cryptic, slight smile make a subconscious, primal part of your being cower away from the predator. But isn't this what? But isn't the soul the only fair price for the bliss of giving yourself up to that enchanting creature? And see, that was Tony Shalhoub in Big Night.
Oh wow, neat. You learn. We learned today.
As long as it's a racial stereotype, cultural stereotype, national stereotype, obviously I can nail that.
Yeah, sure. You're an American.
Crichton, I do not understand what this. I see. I don't have him. I do not have him in my head. I've listened to a million lines of.
Sure. There's a little like lilt to it, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's an Australian guy being a British guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So like
he's trying to do evil, so he's got to play up the evil by being more British.
Crichton. Maybe I'll work on it. Maybe I'll work on it for a whole week, and then we'll
do some homework. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that away, and we'll reconnoiter.
Man, for a game I'm really enjoying, I sure have been dawdling. Oh, a serious photo of... Oh, it's Oasis! Straight back, stern expressions, noses in the air, two boys that are just trying to meet everyone's expectations. Something went wrong here. Ah, damn! God, finally a chance to
More
change.
powerful. Oh, you can get those deluxe garments in case you bought the special edition.
Mm-hmm. Can I remove the pants?
Mm-hmm.
Can I divest the vest? No.
Get changed and leave.
Just wear what I was wearing, I guess. Who's pooping?
Who's in the water closet?
Compared to Crowley's Ars Goetia, there are 3 fewer demons. No evidence that all demons are salutors. Batham, false lead. Pucelle, a false lead. Anton claims to have subjugated Oribus, mere boasting. Marcosius, expected to take on the form of a wolf with the wings of a griffin and the tail of a snake. According to Deplancy, he takes the form of a wild lioness. Interesting observation by Crowley. Demons are unexplored fragments of our minds. However, in appearance, it resembles an ox with wings. A lead for Sabnock. Unknown.
Well, that didn't make a lick of sense, but I do appreciate the daddy had toilet reading. God, the toilet reading industry has just been destroyed by a big cell phone.
Sure.
A message from mother. Dear child, stop. It is with great sorrow that I have received the news of Stanislaus' death. Stop. Unfortunately, I'll not be able to attend the funeral ceremony. Stop. My duties in Paris to keep me from traveling to Warsaw at this time. Stop. I join you both in mourning and sorrow. Stop. Mama.
What a funeral cost, Michael? $10?
Arrested Development reference. My
Just
letter
for
from
reference.
Rome, July 1896. Dear sister, I am writing to you because sleep eludes me. As I wrote before, I have found a suitable candidate. However, I am still struggling to reach his flaw. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him, vaguely, but I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. W. P.S. Yes, I will be careful. Don't think me a fool like father.
Yes.
It's the Polish Gazette. It's a newspaper. Lots of people died. My daddy died. He was an entrepreneur, age 63.
More experience points.
My letter from Paris, November 1896. Dear sister, I feel well enough to write something to you. The doctor also recommended I do
What
so.
you say?
Yeah, there we go.
And always will.
Bang!
I got it.
I'm not alone in my anguish. I share a room with one Riaford Morton, whose last name escapes me. Isn't it? Oh, I guess. What? You just said his name. They brought him from London, from Dr. Seward's clinic. Oh. It's a Dracula reference. It's Renfield.
It totally is. He's eating bugs.
Well, it's Dr. Seward, so that's the doctor from Dracula. A very interesting case. He spends his day hunting for the moths, cockroaches, ladybugs, and beetles that come here sometimes. He eats them. He says it gives him strength to wait for the coming of the Lord, but I don't think he means the Savior. I cannot yet reconstruct all the details after the debacle with Paimon. My mind is still in tatters. Paimon visited me no more than a week ago. I know that's impossible. It probably happened only in my mind, but it was so clear. He, as the king of hell, with his host of demons, with the shadows of his penitents, called for me to join them. It was so real. I'll stop here. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. W. Hereditary. New philosophy tube on Nietzsche. Mr. Richter, over here! Hey, stop running around and reading all our stuff. No, it gives me experience points. The game tells me to do it. It didn't want me to read every fucking thing.
We can give you candy.
Our family portrait. I can remember when it was taken. The year was 1884, and Lygia and I were 9 years old at the time. She was clearly tense, and I remember how Mother admonished her not to smile, not to fidget, not to stand straight. Lygia was to take the cue from her. Mother was able to freeze like a statue and sit there, barely breathing for a couple of hours. I, on the other hand, posing nonchalantly, was always more unrestrained than my sister. I could get away with more. Behind us, our father, the head of the family, one hand resting patronizingly on the back of the chaise lounge, asserting his ownership, the other holding a grimoire, the Black Grimoire, Grimoire Noir. Behind father, a shadow, as if a shape was emerging and forming, indicating another presence. That's Balberith. The family is complete.
Oh. I mean, the Invisibles.
The family salutor.
The family, it's a family business. All right, let's get these swords. God damn the facial hair artists.
Can we start reading your father as well?
I'm late.
Man's beard.
I'm late to my Santa Claus Club.
Yes, let his will be done. Again.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify.
Testify.
Mr. Shulsky's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is myself.
Esquire means
My
lawyer.
last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy
Why couldn't they have
Trinity,
recorded a video, Will? Those are always more fun.
Excuse me, but could we get to the details?
Victor.
What?
I think we all want to address more temporal matters, don't we?
In theory,
Would you be so kind?
Of course. Here we are. All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Rodrigo asks, Americans, why are people talking about wrestling on Blue Sky? I think WrestleMania is tonight or something.
Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia.
He literally wrote in, and my former wife gets nothing.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Oh no, someone lost my
Yes, it
daddy's
certainly
magic book.
does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared? Did
More
father
points.
have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it.
Right through
When
the
he
building
didn't come
falls
back
on
for a
top
long
of me,
time,
factory.
I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then,
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him
Bad
die in
luck or
that
stinky
condition
ghost?
is
Probably
beyond description.
a bit of both, John. The bad luck to be friends with a stinky
The
ghost.
grimoire. Could someone have taken
Specifically one of Casper's uncles, I reckon.
With confusion?
but why would anyone want
Stinko
Papa's
Man.
grimoire?
That's right, Stinko
An
Man
ordinary
20XX.
person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of
Are there
Chernivtsi
2 to
is
3
far
men
from the
for me to
police
fight at a
station.
time there?
Anyway, you can miss it.
So that's where it is. I've seen this place. I'd rather not imagine what condition you found father in there.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
He died as he lived, miserably. He couldn't have met a more fitting end after what he did to me. What he did to the Niedzic's family.
You've got to know that Papa felt guilty. even if he didn't say so outright. I'm not going to defend him, but I can't criticize him either. Even I don't know what really happened back then with Aboritse.
An accident is what happened, and Father treated 2 kids like the worst disgraces in the world.
Oh no, John, I think we have a hush.
Meditated. When a person dies so
Fuck.
suddenly,
Fucking hush.
Remains. We'll never learn what Stasio carried in his heart.
What do you intend to do?
I got a childhood friend who's gonna turn out to be the final bad guy. God damn it.
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out.
Everybody shut up. Rodrigo just said that your sister is Ligia Dietz.
Good Beetlejuice.
That's a good joke. Or, I mean, she looks actually more like Jenna Ortega in the new one, but
That character's name is Astrid.
Could that be
like a cat, you
I
know.
don't think so.
Like a cat I
He
know.
worked
Who's
with Father,
cranky
but
right
he
now.
left more than a year ago.
Because of New Kitten.
I don't know why.
Yeah, she's not thrilled.
He was an assistant at our...
She doesn't like
well,
Corfa that
my
much.
store.
Yeah.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check there too.
I've started stock taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish.
Suspicious?
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
No, I said several other ones before this.
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well,
maybe Alfred will be
now
able to
that
help.
we know what's got to be
Why
figured
do I
out,
fall, Master Me?
Forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'm going to talk to Oracle
I'll
in
see
my
you
ear.
around.
What? I mean Ooper.
Ooper.
Ooper Oracle.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
I wish the building had fallen on me instead.
The most important thing is you're here now.
I wish the building had been lifted up and then fell on him again.
I wish the
Two
building
or three
had been
times.
sent here from Kansas, and then I'd gotten his shoes. Wicked Part 2 in theaters this December.
Oop. Ooper has something for you.
I did see that. Oh, we're gonna get some humanity points. Listen to a record.
Chopin.
How do you find our old stomping ground?
I mean, it's not warm or
Yes,
cozy or
I'm not too
anything, but it's
fond of
fine.
this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father just before I left.
Your dad's
If
a
you can call
dick.
it a conversation.
Can
you
look.
see my dream?
I am not a
Nightmares,
therapist.
actually.
In life, I was actually
Ever
really
since I
fucked up.
decided to come back, I keep
Wait, am I a
dreaming
ghost
this
or am I
summer.
like a? I'm not
The
sure.
lone shark incident.
I have kind of a Genghis
I've
Khan
been
hat.
seeing his death
How
more
old
and
am
more
I?
lately. I wonder if his shop is still there.
I don't. Are you? You're just talking to yourself, right?
Check.
It doesn't matter what I say here.
It's fucking rhetorical. Jesus.
I just feel like I'm a prop to your growth. Like we don't. Are we going to get a plot? Are we going to get a quest about Oopa's needs?
Yeah, what does Ooper need right now?
What about I've been feeling fat lately. I'm just saying, and I know I'm a skeleton, but you
My
know
numbers are great though. So that
My-
doctor's an asshole.
my number. The numbers look great. So why do I feel so tired?
Ritual mask. A wooden mask representing a Salator known as Shirale. The demonic countenance is clothed in the hope that clung to it first and the satisfaction that soon followed. Seems that father had plans for Shirale, which he eventually managed to fulfill. God, what was Deeds? What did Deeds sound like? Was Deeds... Deed was... grains of desert sands from father's trip to Africa had settled on the suitcase. He would set it aside, spinning plans for future voyages into the unknown regions of the material world, searching for what was hidden behind the veil of reality.
Father would pore over the yellowed pages again and again, reading the same words over and over, trying to extract meaning from them. He repeated the words about dedication and the necessity of sacrifice like a mantra ray, slamming shut one volume and reaching for another. What's that all mean?
The human heart is worth more than all the riches of the material world. Tonight, SR. Oh. Well, I missed that one.
Do you hit L2?
Probably.
Maybe it's gone. It's gone. Look at whatever letter that was. It looks like it'll let you see whatever vestige came off of it.
The message only appears to be brief. In fact, the pen strokes were accompanied by an accelerated heartbeat, motivated by a restrained fondness for the addressee. I do have board games tonight. With Bark, thank you for asking, but Kevin has not texted me yet. Tonight we're doing Barkham Horror. The ink is dripping with special care and warmth that have seeped deep into the paper, which is a one-shot Arkham Horror where you play as doggies.
Doggies.
Oh my God, John! It's so most of the investigators you do on Barkham Horror, which is, by the way, it's the curse of Meowthletap. But most of them are just like they're like canine parodies. This game's cool as fuck. They're like canine parodies of the regular investigators, but one of them is. So normally there's Ashcan Pete, who's got a dog named Duke, and you play as Pete and you send the dog to do things. But in Barkham Horror, oh my God, you play as Duke and you send Pete to do things.
Ooh.
That's pretty fun, isn't it, John?
That is pretty fun.
Collection of books on the occult. The grimoires of historical occultists brim with paternal inquisitiveness. The worn pages, full of annotations in the margins, bear the marks of frequent reading. His heart beating with excitement, Father explored mysteries of demonology, thus expanding his horizons. Father's thoughts were recently occupied with a search for knowledge that bordered on the obsessive. This is related to something much more than his usual curiosity about the world, which I remember him for. He was looking for something, hunting for salutors, exploring the mysteries of everything related to thaumaturgy. The only thing I still don't know is where it led him. Alright, and then it's his last will. Oh, they're going to sell off the store and give all the money to beggars. Everything related, or sell off something. An inventory be taken. All my personal movables be sold. Okay. Everything related to the family business, I entrust in the custody of my daughter. I do not attribute the manner of administration to her. I only wish that the business be small, not risky, and honest as I had run it. So that's the piece of advice that was not mentioned. All right, I think we have found all this. Yeah, we found all the stuff in here because the minimap has disappeared. I'm really digging this, by the way. I don't know if that's clear.
Yeah, it seems cool.
It's a good story so far, and it's like smart. My love for you is burning. It keeps me from eating. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from living. Oh, Lygia, I am begging you to end my agony. Agree to be my girlfriend? Perhaps?
More like churl friend?
Funny you said that, John, considering how churlish you're being.
Oh.
I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true, John. Being told we need more Dragon Ball voices.
When I need her.
How am I supposed to answer this telling phone?
I'm too prideful.
Watson, come here. I need
Hello?
you.
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
My
Grigori?
best buddy.
Yes.
Victor, where are you?
Are you inside the
On
device?
The other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Victor.
My
I am
disinterest.
communicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by
The call is coming from inside the manor.
Yes, yes. 7 Powaskowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powaskowska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as
I
well.
swear to God, Victor sounds drunk sometimes.
I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
Click.
That would be the wildest fucking thing if if you were living in a time when the telephone didn't exist and then it was invented. Like, completely insane.
Sure. Like a ghost. Fucking person is not in this room and is in fact miles away.
Oh damn, I'm gonna drink some hot chocolate like my French girls.
Do you know the secret to time travel? It requires but one sip of cocoa. All of a sudden, Liggy is reading the book in front of the fireplace, and I'm stacking building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room. It's a warm day, and then everything goes to hell.
I've painted the cocoa
Cacao!
tin. The cocoa tin. Like one of my French girls. Puppy, we can't bring back the tin cans and string. They're too susceptible to goat hacking.
Not secure.
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
No, I just drank some, man.
Get more experience.
Would there happen to be anything stronger?
I see you're all grown up. There's still a little homemade liqueur if Judge Voronin's not polished it all off. Help yourself.
But are puppets allowed to drink liqueur?
One another. I'm glad you're back.
Wait, we're not a puppet.
Mistress Ligia is really
Aren't we?
struggling with everything.
You keep
We're
saying
a
that.
boy.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
But I wish it on him multiple times.
Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
Papa.
That won't take long.
Zing!
Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it, but she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's
Strong
good
like
she's got
stocks?
you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
Oh no, Ligia's gonna get emphysema.
So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your
Some
father's
even
death
say
doesn't
outright
sit
stupid.
right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with thaumaturgy?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
She sounds like Chihira's voice actor. I wonder if it's the same person.
I mean, there's only one way to find out, John. Waiting till the
Always
credits.
snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
Oh, All right. A little bit of a spark there, I think. Feeling it. Feeling it.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire?
Smoking!
Is there any way I can help?
This is a mature game. This is a mature game.
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? Oh, for now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain
Because of my
customers
cigarette.
are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all, it's your heritage too.
I'm a good brother.
I don't know anything about running a company, but if I can help in any way, you can count on me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century.
It's the century of the fruit bat.
It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dumped my best tie in hot cocoa.
I didn't care.
God,
that
it's
you
always
were
cocoa
angry.
with these people.
I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I want to comment on your smoking.
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl. You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his Thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Who is she? And what does Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with
Kind
the
of
Romanovs'
crisis.
court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want
The
to
Thaumaturge
say,
is a bleak, honest look at the life of a long-time
When
chocoholic.
she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
she might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the
Party.
popular
John, we're going to a party.
Oh boy.
We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation?
Change clothes.
I
Change
won't take
clothes.
no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance.
Luchador mask.
Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
Excuse me. 14 artists worked on this.
A great big bushy beard.
All of them have now been laid off. Fucking industry. Is the garden a separate?
It's almost like short-term gains are pursued in light of long-term.
Are you lost?
fucking foresight.
Some guys to fight. Oh,
trying to
just
be a hero,
shit.
and
God
it'll be all right.
damn the fucking facial hair. Ooh, my
You won't be
pride
able
is
to
now
say that
too.
because your pride is too high.
Fucking hell, man. I love it.
Quantity doesn't always translate to quality.
I am
Call
too
the rest.
prideful.
We got one with a death wish.
Call the rest.
Ah, jeez.
Time to beat ass in your backyard.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an old backyard ass-beating brawl. All right, let's just kind of... I'm just going to keep spreading them out even, I guess. This game throws points at you like crazy.
Maybe on higher difficulties, it's more of a problem.
Maybe.
Or they start costing
Oh!
more points.
But also, I can't further level up the other two because I don't have those guys. Oh, yeah, and they are starting to count more points. You're right. Ooh. Okay. That does seem good. Alright, and then I can't afford the other upgrade, so... So now I have... Bloody Rejuvenation restores 4 of my health points for every enemy in the suffering state. Each subsequent action that restores health points will restore less. I'll put that on there. And then with my new quick attack... Which is just a better hit. I'm just going to put the fortune on that one. Because it's good. And then... Will, can you sing a song? What song do you want me to sing, puppy? Alright, so this guy's got that one of those heart traits, so I'll stick to this guy to start. I'll make him sick, and then I'll make Ooper. Get him with that. Springfield, Springfield, it's a hell of a town. So, I've given this guy... I've made this guy down with the sickness. Okay. Now if I do agony on him for... Yeah. Okay, so this is just like an upgraded version of my... So... It's fast. This is my new quick attack. Oh no, I can switch between... Or do I have to do it... How do I...
There's an up and down.
Yeah, but I can't see how to change. Maybe if you just do it twice. Yeah, if I do it twice in a row, it'll do it. I see. Because see, that's where I'm at with agony there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, everybody's got knives today. Now I'm bleeding. That guy will die on his next turn, so let's go ahead and use this to heal myself. And then... Let's have Ooper kill him. Get the bleeding off of me by hitting this guy with focus. I mean, just so far, it's not hard enough to be, like... For me to think about it too much.
No.
Alright, so he stabs me and then he drops dead, right? From bleeding, yeah. Okay. If I hit slow, that does 14 damage. And then that will also hit them and heal me. Okay, Kevin will be ready to go play in about 10 minutes, so that we'll wrap up the stream after this fight. Oh, damn! That guy ain't got no shirt on! What a handsome.
No shirt, McQueen.
Oh, okay. Well, this guy. What trait is this guy weak against? Okay, so yeah, I think I just need to. I don't think I have an attack that hits this guy's trait, so I think I just need to. Ooh, okay. That is not. If I do that, that is not going to take any focus from him. This will. And I can still suffering him, so I'm gonna suffer him.
I do not suffer fools.
And then if I suffering him again, or no, if I diversion him, I will. Wipe all of his focus, right? Because he's in suffering state? Or maybe not. Oh, okay, because it wasn't reducing it. Okay. Alright. Still learning the ins and outs, you know? I'm gonna do that to this guy so that I can get all the bleeding off of me.
Trait disabled.
Oh yeah, his trait is disabled because I stressed. I got rid of all his focus. Recharge my own focus, and then what trait is this guy? Deed. This guy's a deed guy, so. Yeah, so far not very difficult. So he's got 22 health left, so I can kind of just...
You wish you'd kicked it up to the higher end?
No, because I want to see what it does. But, like, I imagine it'll get... At some point, we will get to actual difficulty. It's just so far.
Death.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
Little pissants.
The combat is definitely not as interesting as the talking, but it is... I appreciate mostly that they aren't throwing a million fights at me.
Yeah.
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
A lot of games use that as padding.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon. A little bit of a dep in that performance sometimes.
Dep while drunk.
All right, well, that was just go out to the garden.
Backyard brawl.
Have a little backyard. Just be the backyardigans. All right, so that is where we're going to wrap for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on the streams. Thank you, John, for being my co-pilot. Always appreciated. This is cool. We're going to keep playing this. I think we're going to try to play this all the way through, and we'll see how it goes.
Thaumaturge.
The Thaumaturge.
Turgeon.
We're Turgeon. Oh,
we're
yeah.
Turgeon, everybody.
All right. And let's say goodnight to our good friend, the Stream Crash Dog. Whoopsie doodle, the game quash. Good night, everybody. See you next week. Stay safe.